Alright, this is Grayson with Garvin's Plumbing. We're at 801 South Adams Street. Reason for today's visit is we did preventative maintenance in February as well as May. So this home has been getting preventative maintenance every 11 months, then 9 months, and then almost 8 months over the past 10 years plus with Garvin's. Previously, this line has had a spot repair at the cleanouts. The line is 108 feet to the city. Currently, we're at the city, and the city has a large crack in its on the city side. We have clay tile pipe the entire way. Let's see here. We have clay tile pipe the entire way. We do have cracks. We did have a lot of roots. We're going to end up locating for a repair, just because we've had such a history of issues. Now, it looks like water is still draining, and that is because there's still drainage from bellies. Whenever I snaked this line, I used 2-inch blades and got the clog around 80 feet. Previous history, people have been running the line for 120. However, around 80 and 90 feet, they were having issues and not able to get their 3-inch blades through. They had to use 2-inch blades. So I started with 2-inch blades, got the clog, tried to do another scope, and saw there was a whole lot of roots at 55 and 68 feet. Not really too much to see at the 80 and 90 foot mark from what I saw. The line does have a lot of offsets though that make it difficult to use larger blades. Whenever I pulled back previously and saw those roots, I tried to snake it again with 4-inch blades and had no issues until that 60 foot mark or 68 foot mark, and my cable got stuck very badly. And now, right here on the right, I'm trying to see, it almost looks like that's a piece of pipe that has fallen, which is very possible. It might be that the roots were holding that section of pipe together where I got stuck. The reason why I decided to use 4-inch blades is we have some people in the past that were able to, yeah, so this is still a lot of roots. This is where I got stuck. No, it is not where I got stuck. I think this actually might be getting washed out to the city. That might be the root ball that I cut out, because there was nothing whenever I was pushing my camera. We're going to pause and try and get this out. So this is the root ball that we cut out. I'm currently pushing it out because I didn't pull it back, so this is good news. And there we go. Alright, so I'm going to pause and make sure that that is all of it. Alright, hopefully our battery doesn't die on us. See, now we are drained down. We're going to go pretty quickly through this first part since we already looked at it. So hopefully that was the roots that I thought were going to be in the line that I didn't know if I had cut out or not. Previous scopes have said that there was cracks at 91 and 81 feet. Previous technicians have gotten stuck with 3-inch blades around that spot and only been able to get 2-inch blades through it. So life of the line is slowly coming to a close is what it's sounding like. Now this is our 91-foot area, and I don't see too much. Still just some hairline cracks. Not really too bad as far as the root intrusion goes. So and after I cameraed from whenever I cleaned, so there's a chunk of pipe missing right there. That makes sense. So that's at 83 feet. And we're going to end up locating all this for a repair. So very large chunk of pipe missing. Pretty bad offset, but the offset's on the top, which is okay. Offset's on the side, and that one's not that bad. It's a offset on the side and top. It's pretty big offset. That one's alright. Another decently large offset with a crack in the hub right there, with a little bit of a separation. So I'm just very happy to see this line has now got no water in it, because I've tried for a very long time to get this back in service. So far, I mean, aside from the big chunk of pipe that was missing, everything has been not wonderful, but not terrible. So right here is a little worrisome. So having some issues pulling my camera back. This is where I believe I got stuck with my blades, which I did not see anything. Okay, so there are still roots here, which is unfortunate. But there is a big offset there. And what looks like, yeah, partial collapse with crack. Real big crack. Cracks on top, cracks on side. So this is where our biggest set of roots were, I think was right here, is where I was getting caught. And it looks like, I don't know what that is. So, definitely in need of repair. We're going to go pretty quickly because we know we need a repair. We've got offsets and cracks throughout. That was the big problem area that's been causing all of the issues. Which, surprisingly, we actually got almost all of the roots out of. So, probably is a chunk of pipe missing on the top here. This is the other section that had roots in it. Ironically, people did not report having trouble around those areas. So I don't know if it was a distance counting issue or what. More cracks. As of right now, the line is open and running, and should remain so for the most part. There's a little bit of roots that might get clogged up on something, but the rest of the pipe, after that bad section, I mean, it's got offsets, but it's not terrible. I still am going to recommend replacing the whole line. There's just too many compound issues. It doesn't seem like a good use of funds to do a spot repair whenever we've got intermittent offsets throughout and cracks throughout. See, more cracks there. And we haven't done anything inbound. We've been focusing all of our efforts on outbound. Inbound, nobody's ever had any issues with. And we are about back coming up our risers. So this is 3 feet from the risers, we got SDR. So my recommendation is to replace from here all the way to the tap. about 8 or 9 feet down. It's been Grayson with Garvin's. Thank you.